Thank you, Toastmaster and Ruby Cloud. My topic for tonight is speech number 3. How I learned to drive and survive driving. Anyway, so here I was, 18 years old, have my driver's permit, everything. I turned on the ignition of the car, and the first thing I learned is to put, this is a manual car, remember? It's not an automatic car. Put the car in manual, and as I turn on the engine, and I waited. And then after 5 seconds, my dad said, "What are you doing? Waiting. Waiting for what? Waiting for the car to move." No, the car won't move. Alone, you have to start it. So remember what I told you? What did you tell me? And so the funny thing was, the car was sliding, and we were not doing anything. It was sliding, and then increased momentum. I had to press the brakes. And then I realized I was living on a mountain city called Baguio, and there's no road that's flat. There's always an inclination. And when I tried to learn how to drive and put it in neutral, I have to use, the next lesson I have to learn is to use the clutch properly. If you don't know how to use the clutch, how to release it gently, and you put it on the gears, first gear, second gear, third gear, you have to learn how to gently use the clutch, how to release the clutch properly, or else it will die. Here in America, automatic cars, we don't worry about that. So that's the second lesson I have to learn. Now the third lesson, which made my father jump out of his seat. When I turned the car right, I was the steering wheel. How do you turn the steering wheel? The first time I turned the steering wheel was I had my 2 hands, release them, rotated my hands, and then turn again, release them, and hold the steering wheel, and release them. And of course, my dad said, "Where did I?" And he taught me the continuous hand rotation, meaning your left hand, never losing grip, grip on the steering wheel, move it, or move it the other way with an X motion or something. As long as one hand is always on the steering wheel. And that was my third lesson I had to learn, how to turn the car. Then later I learned, the foot assignments. The left foot for the clutch, only for the clutch. The right foot for the brake and the gas. Don't use the left foot for the brake, because if you press the both brake and gas, don't worry. So another lesson I learned. Have anyone tried to pressing both brake and gas at the same time? Okay, it's not a fun experience. Not a fun experience. But out of all this, I learned some things that very, motor skills and coordination. So the hand, the foot, the eye, and the ear. So all of this, and one of the secrets I learned was, if you're driving a manual vehicle, be gentle with your foot, pressing the gas and the clutch. But here in the Philippines, you don't have power steering, so they are very hard to steer. So we were mostly using our big muscles to, to really maneuver and turn those hard, very hard steering wheels to turn. And so then I learned also in the future how to scan the environment, as my father told me, because as new drivers, you will only look at the car in front of you. Scanning is, looking at the other cars in front of you. Especially in the Philippines, they don't obey the lane. So if you see a car moving towards you or trying to cut you off, so be gentle and start to release the gas, or else you will crash. Cars going left, cars going right, and just maintain your speed. Oh, by the way, I have a nice story. There was a toll booth. Some of you are under this going to San Fernando. The toll booth is an incline, okay, on a hill. And so my first time is I went up, got my money out. Guess what? The car was sliding backwards. I forgot to balance. So I said, I must go over the toll booth, but I must not hit the what you call this? The guard rail. So I went up, passed the toll booth. Remember, I was past the toll booth. The guy said, why are you passing me? And then as I was sliding down, I was giving the money. He was sliding fishing. And then I went back down. And then went up again. I tried to get my change. He's trying to reach me, money, but somehow I couldn't do both things. And we were sliding down. The next car was like 1 mile behind. That's a funny story as well. We were done like 5 minutes. But the secret to driving is always, safety. And the last one is always prayer. That's the best experience you have. Prayer, pray to God, especially my family and everything. So, you want to survive anywhere, probably driving, pray to God for safety.
All right.